We talk about one's self-confidence, one's, true successful internal thoughts can bring positivity to your life. So what we have here for you is our first edition of Confidence Breeds Success. So soundboard, let's do it.
Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence.
First impression's last. You start behind the 8 ball, you'll never get in front.
You can do whatever you want. You're in control.
There's also something about attempting to put some effort into putting your best foot forward.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, this is the first episode of Confidence Breeds Success. And we are looking at, in this particular segment, for guys who are looking for their making a good first impression, getting their first suit, whether it be for a job interview or for a night out, a little gala or something like that. So we want to try to give like do's and don'ts from all of our experiences of what to really get. And I'm going to go with a little bit of a kind of like a golden rule type of a deal. There's usually certain rules that you have to have as far as for style and for just fit or what have you. So one of the rules that I would say that you really need to do is to set your budget. There's a real price range for suits, and it's wider than you really think. I mean, you can go from maybe $50 in one place to $100 to maybe $2,000, $3,000. But you really have to know what your budget is. I mean, you can go for off-the-rack, ready-made suits. You can do a custom-made or a bespoke, which is made from scratch to your exact specifications. So, GPS, I talked to you because you love styling and profiling just as much as Cortez. Tell me about, and of course, all sizes are different. I'm a thin guy. Chad is a tall guy. Mr. GPS is a muscular Mr. Man. So, all of our cuts are different. So, your experience of getting your first suit.
First experience, definitely picture taking and or church. From I was a young boy, and the problem I had growing up is that usually most of your suits, when they come off the rack, they're made. The jacket is this, so therefore the guy must have this kind of waist. Well, although my shoulders may be a 54, 56, my waist is not. So you have to cut the pants down so far, just so that everything fits. Or you're going to have all the scrunchiness around your waist because the pants haven't been tailored, not just around the waist, but also down the leg, also inside the thigh. Getting them hemmed, that's a whole nother thing. So by the time they take these pants apart and put them all back together, you're basically buying a whole nother suit. Which is why the alterations cost this, because there's so much to do.
Absolutely.
However,
like
you were saying earlier, you got to set a budget. K&G is a wonderful place to start. Okay? You want wool, cotton, linen, some blend of those. Maybe a little polyester in case you need some stretchiness. But for the most part, cotton wool blends, start slow. Get a black, get a blue.
Okay.
Get a brown, get a tan. Get a light gray, get a dark gray or a charcoal.
Okay.
Get you a chocolate. Get you a beige, some sort of cinnamon color in between light brown, dark brown.
Okay.
Then have a little fun with a couple blues a little bit. You got your light blue, you got your dark blue. Maybe you get yourself a royal. What's that other? Heather's probably on the.
It's probably on the
left,
other side.
Lighter side, but
yeah.
You start, one a month out of K&G. It may cost you $200-300, but guess what? Inside of 12 months, you can have 3 blacks, colors, 3 blue colors, 3 browns, 3 and you can go all month and not, all year and probably not wear the same one twice.
Okay, that's fair.
Of course, now that Easter's over, it's a perfect time to get yourself a tuxedo.
Okay. Well, that is something a little extra to think about in light of going to maybe a gala. Like, when I went to a gala last evening, obviously you got to deck yourself out to the nines and everything like that. So there's always an occasion for a certain type of suit. Now, one thing, Cortez, that GPS did mention is fitting. Everybody fits different. Everybody's cuts are different. So obviously you're a tall individual. So how hard is it for you to get a custom fit shirt, custom fit suit coat tailored to your specifications?
Oh, what I did, man, pretty much in the beginning, I didn't know any better. I was making a lot of mistakes with my suits because I like my suits to have a little bagginess to them. I don't like the tailor suits. I mean, some people love the tailor suits, but I remember, man, a couple years ago, I would go to Men's Warehouse to go get my suits.
Okay.
And they're a little bit more, they're good. They're very pricey. And they'll do the alterations and everything. But you got to figure out, do you want a tight fitting suit or do you want just a basic suit that's going to, feel good on your skin? And at that time, you had the cats wearing these Italian suits. They had Italian looks to them, man, where the suits were like tight on them and everything. I didn't like those kind of suits, man. I didn't like them at all. So you gotta figure out what kind of style you want to wear. I really recommend looking at some GQ magazines to see what the latest fashion trends are and everything, and just asking the women, man. The women, asking the women because they know what they like, what they see, man.
Exactly.
Also, I would say with shirts, when I was at Burlington Coat Factory, or not Burlington, I do go to Burlington Coat Factory also, because by me being a teacher, I got dressed. I got always come to work professional looking. So I went there and I told the guy, measure my neck for me, man. Measure me out a shirt, and he told me my measurements. And I was able to go to the more upscale stores and buy certain shirts that really fit me good. Because if you know your neck size, and you get the length of your arms, you should be able to buy a good amount of dress shirts. Always stock up on dress shirts. Stock up on them, because because sometimes what happens, a dress shirt is not meant to be worn for 20 years.
Yeah, that's
right.
You could tell when it's on its way out, because the armpits start changing color and everything, and
wow,
that's when it's time to throw it out. Plus, also, gentlemen, make sure you constantly keep the white beater and the white tees in your closet. Keep that updated, man.
GPS.
When the armpits start looking.
That's right. When your clothes start no longer looking like when you first bought them, it's time to get rid and buy some new ones. Take a hint from the ladies. They buy new shit all the time.
That's true.
There's a reason why. It ain't just because I saw this and I look at it. No. It's because they're constantly updating their wardrobe. That's why when you see them, you're like, ooh, isn't that nice? I bet it is. Okay?
Classic.
You have to. You can't, even with your underwear game, you shouldn't be not walking around with holes in your damn boxers, guys.
That is true. That is true. Facts
you can get a 4-pack of boxer briefs for $20. And if you got a 4-pack, if you can't afford $20 for a 4-pack of boxer briefs, you got more daylight than you got money.
Wow.
Get the fuck out there and get to work.
That's true facts right there.